Junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
All right. You know what? Let's bring up. We're gonna bring up. Let's see the game. Oh, it's right there. My finger's that fat? It just doesn't want to quit. I'm hitting with 7-iron. I don't know what it does when you mark what you're hitting. I'm guessing for like record tracking or whatever. But maybe it's good to have that on the stream too. It doesn't matter. I don't know. Oh, the colors are different when I use a different iron. It's pretty dope. Pretty cool. We're still good? You know what, I didn't even check let's see what, 63%, GPU is still at a 63 degrees, it's not too bad, it was 67 earlier, right? Oh, is it lagging? I didn't just get to see that. Start playing the game, I want to see if that lags. Yeah, I think it's good.
This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going.
With a 7-iron? What's like? What's the level? What should I try for me personally? Because I think getting like
the Tigers will kick it away to get this game going.
Man, that hard? How can I make okay? So how was that?
He's going to return it from the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
That did not even get red. I mean, felt like that was a good hit. Let's see.
Dropping back. It's Manning.
Should hit.
Makes a quick catch. Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 40. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
So one huge play has flipped things quickly. Now let's see if this offense can take advantage of this scoring chance. The pre-snap motion from the offense.
I was looking at the ball.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right.
That's not what I'm trying to do.
Right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
I'm trying to like.
They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows it.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
No,
of course, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start.
93. Was that better? Did I do the thing that you said?
And he drops back in the gun.
All right, let's try that
He escapes the pocket. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Get back, boy.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
The short hand, it's Williams. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on 1st and 2nd down. So you force the offense to consistently have to try on 3rd and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Quick throw, catch made on the out route.
Should I ever listening to me? That's the worst date I've ever had. I'm glad this is home. That shit kind of hurt.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive.
I'd say that. Forget it, we're on YouTube.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a great job here by the safety to anticipate where the quarterback was going to go with the football. That gave him enough time to be able to get over and break on the football in time for the interception.
That'd be interesting, right?
The back's got it. It's going to be a loss on the play. 4th out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
I think that's what it is. I hit the top part of that one.
2nd down play coming up for this offense.
All right. I'm going to be scared all my life for that.
And he'll set up to throw.
That was nice.
Pass rush closing in. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Well, I got 100.
Looks to his left and makes the completion.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this 4th down. Great job here by the D.
Well, the offense failed earlier on a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. To throw, it's Manning. Pressure is coming. He'll be brought down on 4th down, and the drive ends with a sack. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm scared. We didn't read down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now.
It was 4.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Oh, he's wide open. Look out. And they convert on third. Football at the 20 now. First down in the red zone.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Detected again.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion.
You can move the mat.
Back to throw again. Looking to the end zone.
Are you winning?
The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Because anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop.
Look what I can do and you can't.
Moves out of the pocket. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Great shot.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And they will trot out the field goal team here.
You're sure.
Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line.
Let's see.
On first down, it's play action. Looking to scramble. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
I like what the quarterback's thinking here, trying to make something happen, but he's got to be aware. It's the first play of the drive. To take a loss like that, well, you really set yourself back on trying to pick up a first down.
And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
Your wrist move when you hit the ball.
Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout.
Earlier it wasn't. Wasn't it?
Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30.
That felt better, but I don't
Fourth down,
think
looking to
better.
throw for it.
That didn't get
He's
red.
brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
Wrist move again.
Back to pass. It's Klubnik. Looking to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off.
I felt like I had a really tight grip on that, but yet my wrist
Well, that's
was
now
loose.
2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
So the drive begins here, backed up at their own
I had a
9.
really tight grip on it. I don't want my wrists to move,
First down, looking to throw the football.
but it was like
It's
a
a dart
bullet.
right
It
down
didn't
the
even
middle.
go high.
And this one is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open. Would have been a huge game.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, what a missed opportunity here. A chance for a big play.
It's
He's
like, it's not
wide
gonna
open.
get its maximum
I think he starts to maybe think
you know?
too much about making a play and trying to score a touchdown. Just drops the football.
It's my compression. It's fucked up, huh? It's a little better, yeah.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with it.
They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
Jackass. It's another 115, 118. It was a really good shot. That's what it was. It was the fucking grip. I mean, you know what I meant.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock.
The biggest lay of the night is there's no kids awake.
Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. He's going to take a shot down the left side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
What a play by this defender to step in and swat that deep ball
asleep
away.
anyway. Should be tucked away in bed.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10.
Watching us.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's another deep shot. Try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
He makes the grab. And they convert on 3rd down, moving the football to the 35.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap. I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Was that one?
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense has been set up for 1st down and goal.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You could really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the 1st down.
They test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
This one.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. The Longhorns will kick this deep and begin the 2nd half. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course.
I'm trying to tighten it up so it doesn't move.
And the Tigers pick up enough for a 1st down. And the back now goes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. He'll take a deep shot. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Breaks into the open. Now the 40. You finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Well,
Looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Defense is coming after him. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Boy, a great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and, of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun now on third down. Running out of time in the pocket. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down. Longhorns will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Trying for a fourth down completion. Quick throw over the middle. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Touchdown, Texas. And they jump on top here in the second half.
Well, after not seeing any scores in that first half, make some adjustments at halftime. At least this offense has been able to put together a drive and finally get a touchdown up on the board.
How do I lock it?
The offense still out there. They're going for two here.
I think you're locked.
Makes the handoff, looking to throw. He'll be brought down, so they come up empty on that two-point try. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he fields it inside the 15. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Looking deep down the left side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws, it's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
Running back has it on a screen now. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air. And
he's looking to make a big play downfield. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
The defensive penalty makes it a very manageable 2nd down and 2 for the offense. On the run, it's Haynes. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Grab down the middle. It's Williams. And they get the 3rd down conversion. Football moves now to the 45.
Boy, this guy is having some kind of day. That's another catch for him. And this time out of the slot, he picks up the first down.
Looking to pass. It's Klubnik.
Got this one.
Catch made in space. Look out. Touchdown, Clemson. This quarterback on fire today.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Looking to throw it on first down. Bringing pressure. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he steps out at the 4, close to a pick 6, but still a great play.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Second and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. First play at the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks into open space. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. A play action, looking to throw. Trying to create here on the move. It's intercepted, tried to fire it into a tight window. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Now, that pick may be the cherry on top of what has been a very disappointing passing performance for this quarterback today. They never were able to find a rhythm through the air, and it ended up costing them the game.
Working clock with the ground game. He's in the clear.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. He'll hand it off. Headed for the end zone. Loose football. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with an important takeaway.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And the wideout goes in motion. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the defense did a great job of mirroring the runner that time. Nowhere to go. Big loss in the game. They walled him off perfectly, brought him down before he could get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
They lose yards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 16. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it with room to run. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Scanning the field, it's Manning. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
It has been a rough night for this quarterback. That last interception really punctuates what's been a completely inept effort from this passing game from start to finish.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Tailback with another carry. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
It's a quarterback keeper. First down and more. He's still running. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Defense is spread all over the field, doing a pretty good job here, keeping him out of the end zone, but he gets enough for the first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He hands it off from the gun. He's got room to run. Here he goes.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
The Tigers expect to be able to run this clock out and claim the W. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. On the move now. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket, put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And the field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Return starts from inside the 5. And And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Wide open downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Makes the grab. It's Moore. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. What an entertaining battle here today, but in the end, Kirk, the #1 ranked team couldn't make enough plays to dodge the upset here.
Well, it's hard to have your fastball working every single week when you have that bullseye, and sometimes the pressure is just too much, and you make some mistakes that you don't normally do, and I think that's exactly what we saw today.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. That one goes out of bounds, a less than ideal beginning to this game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Motion now from the tight end. And a handoff as they run the counter play. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Well, those counter plays are tough on a defense. Defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts that the offense comes back with a counter play. If you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big play.
Now, the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. Mental mistake by the defense. That'll cost him 5 yards. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Going for his running back. Got a man open, hits him right in stride. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
Chris, you can see when the offensive line does their job and gives this quarterback time to throw, you're going to see plays like this and first downs for the Badgers offense. They've had some good ones over the years. Very efficient. Of course, Russell Wilson is the name that stands out, but they've had others. Scott Tolzien, Darrell Bevel, Jim Sorgi, Brooks Bollinger. Some good quarterback play that always seems to make the right.
Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Talk about a great way to start this game, Kirk, setting the tone very early.
Yeah, sometimes it takes an offense a couple drives to get comfortable. But you could tell this unit came onto the field locked in and focused. No slow start at all for these guys.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the BAT.
That makes the score Wisconsin 7, Texas 0.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
Bringing it out. It's Moore. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. To throw, it's Manning. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
The slant may look like an easy play to defend, but it can be really tough, especially against man coverage, without any help to the inside. If you're the offense and you continue to see that man coverage, they might as well just keep attacking just like that.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. That one falls incomplete. The receiver was wide open. What a missed opportunity.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Oh, they've got him! A 4th down sack and a turnover on downs.
Why in the world would the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
First and goal here for the offense. And the single back takes the handoff. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Can you believe it? The PAT is no good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Receiver in motion now. And the runner takes off to his right. Look out, room to run here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a ball, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Third down play for this offense. Dropping back, it's Manning. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
4th down, he's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He lets it rip. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. It looked like they tried to get the ball to the edge, Kurt, but that play was just shut down before it could get going.
Yeah, that design is a sweep to get way out to the outside, but the defense flashes their speed there. Great instincts and speed to be able to bring that down for a nice loss.
What a catch! And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.